Hello everyone, my name is Nisha George, and today I'll be presenting on my environmental controversy topic, toxic waste disposal. What is toxic waste? According to the World News Link definition, toxic waste is waste material that can cause death, injury, or birth defects to living creatures. The term is often used interchangeably with hazardous waste, or discarded material that can pose a long-term risk to health or environment. Examples of toxic waste include heavy metals, garden and lawn care products, such as pesticides and fertilizers, paint, and household cleaners. Toxic waste disposal is vital because in our world today, too much waste is produced, and this waste is toxic. Waste disposal is literally a matter of life and death today. Toxic waste is a major environmental problem in the U.S. Without waste disposal, toxic pollutants can spread disease and contaminate the air, land, and water. Improper disposal impacts public health and the environment, since the contamination of groundwater can occur if toxic pollutants are not improperly disposed of. Injury to people and the environment can also result when a large amount is released at one time or a toxic substance does not get diluted. Natural biological processes are interfered with that kill necessary bacteria, and diseases due to unsanitary conditions become prevalent. There are many issues with waste disposal. It is impossible to regulate. Landfills eventually leak and may cause a fire or give off dangerous fumes. Pouring waste down the drain or dumping it contaminates groundwater and soil, endangering humans and wildlife. Incineration releases poisonous fumes and toxic gases, contributing to air pollution and the greenhouse effect. Chemical manufacturing and industrialization are two major causes of toxic waste. According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, the U.S. generated nearly 40 million tons of hazardous waste in 2007. The primary source was basic chemical manufacturing. Although the U.S. only makes up 4% of global population, it produces over 30% of the total waste generated worldwide. There are more than 60,000 untested chemicals in consumer products. Health effects of toxic waste include acute and chronic health problems such as cancer, injury, and death. Environmental effects such as contaminated water, air, food, and lakes also results when waste is improperly disposed of. The unprecedented toxicity of waste has become more dangerous to health than ever before. Common solutions include recycling, incineration, landfilling, or treatment off-site, but this is a controversial topic as waste disposal can be expensive. Cleanup and remediation costs may run into the millions and even billions of dollars. A cheap solution is known as hazardous waste trade, where waste is exported to developing countries for a fraction of the cost. So what can we do individually? Read labels carefully and follow manufacturers' directions closely. Use the least amount possible of toxic products. Recycling or donating paint to local churches or service organizations instead of dumping it. Substituting household cleaners with natural products significantly helps. Try to use fertilizers and pesticides in reduced quantities or natural substitutes if possible. As a community, we can make sure to bring our household chemicals to community collection and drop-off centers. Education about toxic waste and improper disposal methods is key to taking care of our environment. Education is key on a global scale. For example, identification of different types of waste and appropriate disposal methods. Assistance and support by the government for toxic waste disposal is vital, as well as consequences for companies who pollute rivers and streams with toxic waste. Many cities and countries have put new laws into place to heavily tax companies which produce excess amounts of waste that potentially harms the air and ecosystem. Political and economic solutions include CERCLA and RCRA, which represent two laws that cover hazardous waste cleanup and disposal. CERCLA is a cleanup and liability law that oversees the cleanup of toxic waste sites through use of strict penalties for companies and trust funds such as the Superfund, while the RCRA is a regulatory law that oversees the generation, transport, treatment, and disposal of hazardous waste. So I hope this presentation has educated you all more on toxic waste disposal. Thanks for watching.